I want to say you won't believe me what happened with Kanye West. But something tells me that you might believe me. Kanye West's newest collaboration is crazy. Well, where do I begin? You know what? I miss early 2000s. Life was amazing back then. Of course, it's always been complicated, different, but I feel this nostalgia that tells me like it was better, it was simpler. First, the pandemic that affected in a bad way a lot of people, that was terrible. We all were thinking like when it will end. We want to be free again. Then, in 2022, I was in Moscow, I was living in Russia like most of my life, and then bam, something bad happened, and I moved. It affected me in a bad way also. Pandemic was still a thing back then, and while pandemic was still a thing, this happened, and then I was waiting like when this will end. And it is still going. Then, Elon, a few weeks ago, did the worst like cheering in the history of public events after World War II. Even if it was a mistake, some kind of mistake from his side, he didn't admit it. And he did it twice. He wasn't like, oh, it was my mistake, dudes. Don't get this wrong. It was a mistake. It wasn't what I meant. He didn't say that. I think it's bad. Some people were like, if Elon did it, we can do it too. If this wasn't crazy enough, Kanye West having another meltdown right now. And you can ask me, why should I care? Well, a year ago, I started doing like reaction stuff. I was listening to music on this channel with you. I was having a lot of fun exploring different sides of music, different genres, some funny stuff, some serious stuff, just listening to the albums and all that stuff. And I believe now we have like 3,000 subscribers, and most of these subscribers are Kanye fans. They subscribe to this channel because they love my reactions to Kanye's album. And I was like, whoa, so many good, nice people here. I should listen to every Kanye's album. So it's almost a year I'm trying to listen to his old stuff. And I upload videos about Kanye to this channel like almost every month. And when he is doing these things, I feel like at some point I'm being a part of it and I'm not having fun. It's kind of sad story of a man who achieved everything, and for a long time he just doesn't know what to do with his life anymore. Because when you can do anything, when you can buy anything, when you can go anywhere, when you can do literally anything, like these people from Squid Games in the Animal's Mask, you know, you start to create new goals for you. It might be crazy, wild, evil goals. You just feel it brings life in your life. You know what I mean? And I feel like Kanye in like last 10 years doing something like that. He's one of the most famous people on earth. He's one of the richest people on earth. And he's been like that for a long time. And now he just don't know what to do with his life. That's why he's doing that. That is terrible. I feel terrible. When I uploaded my first video about Kanye, I basically started my video about him. When I said the only thing that I hear about Kanye in recent years, it's all his crazy stuff. With his new wife, with him talking stuff about Austrian painter in a good way, which is awful. And now he's doing like a dozen of awful tweets and releasing a new t-shirt in collaboration with Austrian painter, I would say. That's kinda terrible. And I bet most of you guys feel this way. If you don't feel this way, oh man, that's exactly what I was talking about. This is bad. This is very bad. Through all these difficulties in the past years, I feel like it will never be better. I feel like we always will have some kind of at least we will feel events that surround us, that things are only getting worse. And yeah, when you look at all the stuff that's occurring, you just don't feel like how it can be better. Oh man. And because I do like almost monthly events about Kanye, and I'm really trying to find good stuff in his music, in his art, and stuff that he produces, I feel like now I'm doing something bad. And since I'm planning to release a video about my beautiful dark twisted fantasy, I feel like this video should be uploaded before my reaction to my beautiful dark twisted fantasy. You know what I mean? I feel like I have to say it out loud that I do not support the things that Kanye do, the things that Kanye say, the way he sees life, the way he wants to like act as a public figure. I think it's crazy. I will react to his album, the most like demanded reaction, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Everyone wanted to see this reaction. I bet this is like one of his most beloved albums. I feel like audience love this album. So a lot of people wanted to see this reaction. Okay, I want to do this too. But I feel like this is gonna be a last video in the chain of Kanye's year. I wanted to listen to every album, but now I don't really want to listen anything else other than this last album for me. I just don't feel it, you know? I'm trying to concentrate on something good in this world. I really want to look for good stuff that helps me mentally, daily. And Kanye's meltdowns, they just don't help me. I don't want to be associated with this in any way, shape, or form. That's why I'm going to record a My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy reaction. And after that, I will keep Kanye's stuff on pause. You already asked for like Travis Scott, Kendrick Lamar, JPEG Mafia, and etc, etc. A lot more stuff to listen out there. Like, maybe we should concentrate on something different. We should end Kanye's year on a good note. We should have fun with one of his best albums, probably, and end it like this. Not talking shit, not concentrating on his mental state, just listening to the good music and having fun, and that's it. Because I love music, because the way it sounds, because the meaning of the lyrics. I love Jimi Hendrix because the way he expressed his music. I love Jack White because of his attitude. He's some kind of a forever teenager indie rock musician. I don't know. There's a lot of amazing musicians that brought me to this music world, that brought joy to my life. Like Ozzy Osbourne. He's like already really, really old. But for his whole career, he was like an inspiration for me. Despite the fact that he wasn't like the best role model. As an artist, as a performer, as a man of art, he always inspired me. Even now, when he's like really old, when he's like been almost for 60 years in a band. So I would love to concentrate on good stuff in music and avoid this nonsense. Kanye is just a good example of this saying, you either die hero, either you live long enough to become a villain. And I bet he's a villain for like 10 years already. And things just getting worse. Same I can say about Elon. It all started like, oh, he's like a real life Tony Stark. And now he's like a real life James Bond villain. Alrighty, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy reaction video is in process now. So please stay tuned, subscribe, and someday it will be released. It will be a long video, of course. It's not like a short album, but it will be. It'll happen. So stay tuned. Thank you for being with me today. I hope you understood what I was trying to say. And if you have something to say too, please leave it in the comments below. Have a nice day. And please do not follow these stupid like public people, their public opinion. Always think with your head. Oh man, oh man, oh man. See ya.